Thank you for joining me for practice. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel and share it with family and friends. In the description, there's a link to my Patreon account. If you'd like to offer a donation, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. We're going to begin in Vajrasana, just sitting on our heels. If that's uncomfortable for you, you're welcome to take a block and place it between the ankles, just to get a little more height for the spine. Rest your hands comfortably in your lap, left hand under the belly, right hand on top, thumbs touch. Close the eyes. Just take a moment to center yourself. Finding your attention moving from an external awareness to an internal awareness. And as we shift internally, we begin to notice for the first time, perhaps today, the rise and fall of the abdomen, or watching our breath. The expansion on inhalation as the belly swells, contraction on exhalation as the navel draws back to the spine. Of course, we're observing the breath in this area of the body, but really the breath is coming in through the nostrils, moving past the chest, the ribs, and the diaphragm descends, which creates that expansion of the belly. On the exhalation, as we contract the abdomen towards the spine, we begin the process of pushing the diaphragm back up as the air is moved past the lungs and then back out through the nostrils. Establish yourself in a steady, even breath. So inhale, matching the length of the exhalation. And if you're familiar with the ujjayi sound, bring that ocean wave or whisper type sound into the breath now. We'll establish this breath for 3 more rounds. Last one. And on exhalation, bring your hands to your heart, bow your head to your hands, and just set the intention to be as present as possible for this short practice we're going to do today. And anything the body wants to show you or reveal to you, to stay conscious of that, and to allow the breath to fill those spaces that are calling out. And let's begin with the chant of Om 3 times. Deep inhale in. Long exhale out, really purging that old air. Another deep inhale in. Just lower your chin to your chest and gradually come back into the room. We're going to begin in tabletop position. So place your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, tops of the feet press firmly into the floor. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the sit bones, look up. And then exhale, draw your navel to your spine, round your back, take your sit bones to your heels, child's pose. And we're going to do that a few more times. So inhale, come forward, heart lifts, sit bones lift as you look up. On the exhalation, draw the navel towards the spine, empty out, round the back, take the sit bones to the heels, child's pose. Again, inhale. Even inhale, even exhale. Just warming up that spine. Remember that the breath feeds the body. And in fact, the breath is what moves first. So you begin the inhalation and then the body follows. Expanding heart, sit bones. Begin the exhalation and then the body follows. One more. Good. Stay down. Walk your hands as far forward as they'll go. Come up onto your fingertips. Let your heart dip forward through your shoulders and actually draw the tips of the shoulder blades slightly down your back. Feel that elongation of the spine. And then if you want to place the palms flat, go ahead. Ground through the hands. Walk your hands over to your right side. Press your left sit bone down, bow the rib cage. Feel that lateral stretch. So as we're opening up that left side, we have a tendency to grip in the shoulders. Make sure you relax them. Breath reaches into the left lung here. And then move over to the other side and do the same thing. So over to the left, let the right sit bone soften down, bow the right rib cage. Keep relaxing your shoulders. One more breath. And then come back into tabletop position. So from tabletop, reach your right arm up in the air, rotate your navel to the right, and now thread your arm through the hole, rolling onto your right shoulder. Left arm's gonna be at a 90-degree angle. Push the floor away from you and really stretch. So stretch that right shoulder blade underneath the body. Open up the back of the heart. Breathe here. One more. Inhale, reach the arm back up, rotate the navel to the right, and exhale back into tabletop. Other side, inhale, left arm's gonna lift up. Thread that arm through the hole. Right hand into the earth, push the floor away from you. Stretch into that back heart, breathe into it. Keep relaxing your neck. Let your cheeks soften towards the floor. And then pressing into that earth, lift the left arm up, rotate the navel to the left, and then find tabletop position again. Lift the heart, lift the sit bones, look up, tuck your toes, sit bones up and back, find downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog here, feet hip distance apart, bend one knee and press the other heel down. And then bend the other knee and press the other heel down. And just go back and forth a few times, opening up the back of the legs. Find your feet hip distance, turn the toes and heels out, roll the inner thighs in and back, and allow the sit bones to spread. Now legs are firm, so really engage the quads. Let those big muscles hold the weight of the body. And then in the upper body, roll your shoulder heads away from your ears. Squeeze your inner elbows toward one another. Press firmly through the web of the index and thumb. Really let the head and neck hang. In each exhalation, draw the navel deeply in and up underneath the rib cage, hollowing out the belly. Let gravity engage the root lock at the pelvic floor and the navel. One more breath here. Come onto the balls of the feet, bend your knees, look at your hands, step forward, and open your feet hip distance apart. Standing forward fold. Hook your index middle thumb around the big toe, and if that's too much for you, place your hand on the mid shin. You're going to inhale, pull the heart away. Elongate the spine, flatten the back, bring the sternum forward, and then exhale, navel into the body, forward fold. Repeat. Inhale, pull away. Elongate the spine. Exhale, really draw the navel in as you fold. 3 more, please, with your breath. Inhale, really reach, extend, create space. Exhale, melt into that space. Last one. And now stay for a few extra breaths. If you want to keep the bind of the fingers on the toes, that's fine. Bend the elbows, draw the chest a little closer to the thigh. Lean forward slightly in the balls of the feet and lift the sit bones high. And if you need that micro bend in the knee, just take it. Letting your belly press against the thighs, head and neck is completely relaxed. So as we let go through there, then it's a little traction for the spine. And if you'd like, you can engage the tips of the shoulder blades down your back, making just a little more space between the shoulders and the ears. Lean forward a little more in the balls of the feet. Lift the sit bones just a little higher. One more breath here. And then release the bind wherever you had it and release your fingers. Take your knuckles up and away from you and just stretch out your shoulders. If you want to roll back and forth through those shoulder blades here, just to loosen up. And call that flossing the shoulder blades. Knuckles move towards the sacrum and then over the head, back and forth. Just breaking up any of that tension that likes to build up there in the back of the heart. And then squeeze your knuckles back behind you, flatten out the spine, and very slowly come back up. Navel hugs in, lift the chin, look up. Just stand in mountain pose for a moment. Feel that space. Very nice. Let's do a quick sun salutation B. So big toes touching, space between the heels. If you need feet hip distance apart, you can take that. Bend your knees. Inhale, the arms reach chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway to monkey pose, flat back. Exhale, step or lightly hop back to plank position. Now for the first round, bring knees to the floor. Squeeze the elbows tight into your side, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward to the fingertips, spin the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plank position. You can leave the knees lifted this time for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Left leg forward, spin the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, plank position again, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale to down dog, 5 full breaths. Again, remember to pull the belly button in and up, hollowing out the navel. And at the completion, come onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look at your hands, step and lightly hop forward. Inhale to monkey pose with a flat back. Bend your knees, inhale, reach for chair, and stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Bend your knees, inhale chair, exhale forward fold. Inhale monkey pose, flat back. Exhale, step or lightly hop back to plank position, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog, right foot forward. Spin the back foot flat, forward and up as you inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plank position, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog, left leg forward, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, plank position, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 full breaths. Ujjayi breathing, nice, deep, slow, resonant breath. And rise onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look at the hands, step or lightly hop forward, inhale to monkey. Exhale and forward fold. Bend your knees deeply, chair pose. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, hands to the heart, samastiti. Slow the breath down. Back at the front of your mats. Big toes touching space between the heels, hands together in front of the heart. Bend the knees deeply, fingertips touch the earth. Inhale, chair. Stay here, inhale, lift the heart a little higher. Exhale, contract your abdomen, forward fold over your bent legs. Inhale, lean back to chair. Exhale, bend the elbows wide and open the heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, forward fold over your bent legs. Inhale, lean back to chair. Exhale, goalpost arms. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Lengthen the side bodies. Exhale, contract the abdomen, forward fold. Inhale, lean up. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more on your own. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, push into the feet. Rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, Samastiti. Good. Step the feet apart. Press to the outside edges of your feet. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, float over to the left. Inhale, rise up. Switch arms. Right hand down, left arm up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come up. Switch arms. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come up, switch arms. So each time you're going into this, just opening up a little deeper through that lateral. Remember that the breath moves you. One more. And then inhale, rise up. And now lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold through the legs. So allow everything to soften. Hands slide down the back of the legs. And from here, we're once again going to interlace our fingers behind our back. Take the knuckles up and away. Stretch out your shoulders. Now as you're forward folding here, lean forward a little deeper into the ball of the foot. Chin in. Gaze up at the navel. Keep pressing to the outside edges of your feet so you feel stable and secure. Surrender a little deeper over those legs. One more breath. And then bring the hands back down, slide them down to the ankles. Hold the ankles for just a moment, elbows wide. Now place your left hand down in front of your face, arms straight, right hand onto the sacrum. So extend the sternum away from the pubic bone, and then when you're ready, navel in, rotate the navel to the right, and reach the right arm up in the air. Inhale, take the top arm over the head, extend. Exhale, twist a little deeper, rotating deeper to the right. Inhale, top arm over the head, extend. Exhale, navel in, squeeze deeper to the right. 3 more. Inhale. And last one here, squeeze, rotate deeper to the right, and exhale, forward fold. Soften, you can grab the elbows again if you'd like, draw the chest closer to the thigh. Use that warmth. Other side. Place the right hand directly under the face, left hand on the sacrum to start. Pull the navel in, rotate to the left. Inhale the left arm up to the twist. Exhale here, squeeze a little deeper. Now, inhale the top arm over the head, elongate. Exhale, squeeze and rotate deeper in the twist. Inhale. Stretch, lengthen that lateral. Exhale, navel in, rotate. Good, 3 more. Inhale. How long can you get? Exhale, keep that length in the spine as you twist deeper. Each time you exhale, you're going to pull the navel in as deeply as you can towards the back body to help assist the spine and its support. 1 more. And then exhale, fold. And soften through the legs. Once again, slide the hands down. Hold on to the ankles. Head and neck is heavy. Just let go. Good. Fingers out in front of you. Lift your heart halfway. Extend your spine to let some of that blood level out. Turn the toes out, heels in. We're going to come into a wide squat, so more like a sumo. Elbows on the inside of the knees. Press the forearms towards the knees and allow the inner thighs to open up. You can just keep your gaze down at the floor. Just releasing some of that tension from the legs for all the work it just did. Breathing here. Ujjayi. Now slowly come up about halfway, hands to mid-thigh, dip your right shoulder down, rotate through the upper back, and then dip your left shoulder down. And just back and forth, right shoulder, left shoulder. And one more on each side. And then coming into goddess here, going to keep the knees and the feet wide, bring the arms back into that goalpost position. Hands are spread wide here, and we're just going to keep a nice steady gaze. Breathe, feel the opening through the chest, across the front and the back of the heart. Press into the feet. It's okay if there's some shaking, that's good. Waking up those muscles. Ujjayi breathing, navel in. One more. Now rise all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips and heel toe your feet back to center. Find Samastiti for a moment. Settle in. And you can have your eyes closed or soft gaze. Back to the front of the mat. We'll vinyasa to the floor. Big toes touching, space between the heels, hands together in front of the heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway, flat back for monkey pose. Exhale, step or lightly, hop back to plank. Chaturanga your way, elbows in. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then bring your knees down to the floor and sit tall on your heels again, just like we did a moment ago at the beginning of the practice. Left hand under the belly, right hand on top, thumbs touch. Settle the breath. Take all that warmth and heat and draw it into the belly. Good. If you need extra padding under your knees, flip your mat over. So you have that extra little cushion. We're going to come to stand on the knees. Tuck the back toes under if you'd like, or keep the tops of the feet flat, your choice. Hands onto the lower back. Inhale, lean back, opening up the heart. And then exhale, pull the navel in, lift the sternum, and come back to neutral. Dynamic camel. Inhale again. Open up, feel the breath taking you back. Exhale, contract the abdomen, lift the sternum to come back to neutral. 3 more like this, please. Inhale. Exhale. Breath moves you. Inhale. Don't shorten it. Let the breath go all the way through to its completion. One more here, dynamic. Sit on your heels and absorb the tailbone in. Lift the lower belly. Rest the hands in the lap. This should feel like a nice stretch for the low back. Either steady gaze or close the eyes. One more here. If your mat was flipped over, straighten your mat out. Come into neutral position in tabletop. Draw the navel in for support. Breathe here. And then navel back to spine. Gently move back to child's pose. Head and neck is relaxed. Breathe into the back side of the body, all the way down into the kidneys. Slow, steady breath. One more. And then we're going to come onto our backs. Good. Once you come onto your back, bend your knees, have your feet flat, take your right foot on top of your left knee, right hand through the triangle, left hand comes around, and then interlace the fingers behind the thigh and pull the knee towards the chest. Let your right elbow press the right knee open a little further if you have the flexibility, and if not, don't worry about it. Again, here we're going to let the breath move us. On the inhale, extend the foot up. On the exhale, bend the knee and draw it a little closer towards your chest. Good. Again, inhale. Extend that left foot up. And exhale, bend the knee, draw it closer to your chest. Good. Inhale. With your breath, exhale. One more. Place your left foot down, but keep the right ankle where it is, and then guide that knee over to the right. And you can let your arms open up into a T if you'd like. I'm just going to stretch that outer hip a little bit here. We did a lot of lateral work. This gets a little bit lower down into the outer hip line, tensor fascia lata. One more breath. And then come back to center. We'll switch. So feet flat, knees bent. Take your left foot on top of your right knee. Left hand through that hole. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. And then again, if the elbow presses into the knee, you can press that knee open a little more. Draw the right thigh a little closer to your chest. Spine is long, tailbone away from crown of the head. On your inhale, straighten that right leg this time. Exhale, bend the knee, and as the knee bends, draw it a little closer to your chest. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Draw it in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Two more. Breath moves you. Place the right foot down. Keep the left foot where it is. Guide that knee over to the left side. If you want to open the arms up here, maybe even gaze over the right, you could do that. So allowing that outer hip line to open. Each exhalation as you contract the navel towards the spine, and you can actually feel a deepening of the twist internally. And then gently come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest, Apanasana. Give a little bit of a tug there. As the knees come in, you can bounce the spine a little bit. Just a little bit of reset for the spine and the nervous system. And then extend the legs long to the floor and prepare for Savasana. So final relaxation, if you're in a lighted room, you can use an eye pillow, close off the eyes. You can use an eye pillow to block out the light or any kind of soft material. Return to your breath and watch the rise and fall of the abdomen as we began. Now, like a gentle rocking motion, slowly taking you down into a place of complete calm and stability. And the breath may become so slow, so stable, that a pause arises at the bottom. And during that pause, we can fall into deep rest. and effortlessness. So very slowly begin to deepen your breath. And as you do, feel the prana that comes in through the breath, infusing every cell in the body. Re-energized, renewed. And just gently run your thumb across your fingertips. Wiggle your toes. If you'd like, you can roll wrists or ankles. Gently draw the knees into the chest. Give them a little bit of a hug, lengthening that lower back. And then curl over into your right side in fetal and just rest there for a moment. Arm under the head as a pillow. And very slowly press into the earth. Come back up into seated. And you can come back onto your knees as we began the class. Just to end the way that we started. Hands resting gently in the lap, thumbs touch. And those thumbs touching represents one pointed attention. And some days we only have enough time to do a short practice. But take a few moments here just to settle back into a steady breath, steady mind. And we're going to practice Kaya Sthira. It's 1 full minute of total body steadiness. Begin. Relax all effort. Feel the stability and the peace. As you bring your hands to your heart, bow your head to your hands, and go back to the intention we set. Trust that we received what we could receive. And let's finish with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Deep inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.